welcome back to episode 16 of Dink or Swim.
Dink or Swim. Episode 16, huh?
Yeah, 16.
16.
This is JT.
This is Cesar.
Justin.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And welcome back. So thanks, everyone. Thank you to everyone that came on Sunday. Last Sunday, we had an event at Evergreen College. Happy Dinker X, Dink or Swim. We had limited edition shirts available that day, and we sold quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're pretty much tapped out. So if you haven't gotten your shirts already, please feel free to grab that. Yeah, it's that one right there that JT's wearing. So shout out to everyone that's supporting the channel. Shout out to everyone that's supporting Dink or Swim and Happy Dinker. And shout out to our listeners.
Yes, shout out to all y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, today we have a special guest in the building. They call him the mayor of Mitchell Park.
Yeah.
The mayor of Mitchell Park.
I don't know, mayor. I don't get paid for it.
yeah.
So I don't know why there's this.
I like that. I like
I don't know.
the mayor. You sound official, you know, and it's a very important thing to me because Mitchell Park is where I started, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's where I started, and that's where I fell in love with the game, and that's kind of why we're all here, to be honest.
Because of Mitchell Park?
Because of Mitchell Park.
No.
Oh, I love playing
No.
there too. It's fun.
How come I don't see you? Wait, did I ever play with you there?
I mean, I played there when I very first started, so I was like,
So I was like a snob or something. I like
yeah, you're probably on the
Does it
other.
wave
You're
you
probably
off?
like
You're
on
on
the.
the upper courts,
Yeah,
man.
you were on the challenge courts. I was
Oh,
on
man.
I was on the corner with the bench, you know, where all the noobs
damn.
play. Yeah, that's where I was.
stupid advanced players.
But yeah, so
Just give you the eye or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, so rude, man.
Terrible.
Jeez. But yeah, mayor of Mitchell Park. How did that happen?
I don't know whether it's the mayor. I mean, I like the place. I live 5 minutes from there. I go there a lot.
Yeah.
And I just like seeing people like come through and get like great, like amazing.
So you've seen players develop.
Oh man, yeah. Like Daniel, you had Daniel on the podcast. He used to go
Yes.
there like all the time, and we used to tell him like to wait a while.
Oh, so DB Pickleball
dude.
got snobbed by this guy right here.
Dude, tell him. He used to remind me that we used to snob him.
Oh man.
Wow.
Dude, I swear, like we used to be snobbed by us.
DB
Like,
Pickleball.
DB.
Daniel, if you're listening, man, get your boy over here.
Tell
Come
him,
on.
man. Tell him. I mean, now he snobs me.
There you go. When the apprentice passes the master,
Dude,
right?
that was a
Or the
time-
mayor.
Damn.
Apprentice passes the mayor.
Definitely, man. I mean, you see his quads. He's gonna kick my. I'm gonna
quad
snub him.
father.
The quad father in the
Yes.
building. But yeah, so I mean, how did that happen? Was it just a nickname that you were given? Did you tell people you were the mayor?
No, I did not tell
Or,
anyone.
or is that even a real thing? Am I
don't
just?
know. I don't know whether it's a real thing. I mean, I just go there a lot. I like seeing people there. I like seeing people get better. I mean, I know quite a few people there.
Yeah.
And and a lot of people who've like gotten good,
Yeah.
just like come through. And it's like I like to call it like a mismatch of people from all walks of life.
Yes.
Who come in. You got like billionaires. You got like, like drug dealers and everything. And you won't even know.
That is
I
true.
swear. Like really, you won't even know that they're playing the same card.
Yeah, that's true.
The dogs come.
Yeah,
to
even dogs. Yeah, dogs go crazy over there. But no, it's true. I mean, I think that's one of the things that we advocate a lot here on this channel is it can be for anybody, right?
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter, your background, your ethnic background,
Yeah.
your size, your shape, how old you are, how young you are. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyone can play the sport. So I believe it's an awesome experience for everybody. And I'm glad you're able to kind of see that, right? And
What did you guys think of Mitchell Park when you went? Some people say it's intimidating. They say it's like they go in there and they don't know where to go. They're like, I don't know which.
It is
court
a
to be
little.
at.
I mean, it is a little confusing, but I feel like most pickleball parks are like that.
Yeah.
Like when you first go, it's not really, it's not intuitive, right? You kind of have
Yeah.
to like ask around, which is the beauty of it, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think it's better that way, that you don't know what you're doing, so that way you're forced to talk to people,
Absolutely.
right? And
Absolutely.
there's that that community aspect of
Yep.
it where you're talking to people that you don't know. So I was actually going to ask you, did you come up? So I heard you played at Mitchell Park like when it first kind of, or like
It's been there a long time, like a
I know it's been there a
decade.
while,
Like
but you've been playing like as the rise of pickleball has kind of come
through COVID.
through COVID, right?
Yeah.
Did you set up the rules that are
No.
there?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell
okay.
no. Let me tell you something. If I was gonna start a rule, I'll make it like a challenge court on every single court with cash, probably. I mean, That's why I tell people come to our court, we're playing for money, okay?
All right. Okay. That's fair.
Plus the body bags.
This is
$10.
why he's called the mayor of Mitchell Park, because he be getting the dough for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you got to pay rent there somehow. I mean, how else am I going to pay rent?
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Let's start with your background then. So, mayor of Mitchell Park, started playing during the COVID years. You've been there. You see people rise and grow. You were hating on your boy DB Pickleball, Daniel.
I didn't know he's a good buddy of mine.
You were doing all that.
I was not hating him. I was hating him.
Hounding on him. Okay.
I'm his
Tough
biggest
love.
fan.
Tough love.
I'm his biggest fan.
Tough love, right?
I did beat him in singles back in the day, though.
Back in the day. How
Do you
about now?
remember? No, hell no.
No?
Not
Okay.
even close.
Okay, back in
DB,
the
I
day.
respect you, dog. I can't be. I'm not even close to you in singles.
Okay, so you go through that, right? How did you start playing pickleball? Like, was it here? Was it somewhere else?
Ukiah, 2 hours north of here. Small town of people, 14,000. No Asians. Maybe there are a few Asians, but quite. I mean, it was like a small town. Wow. So,
Ukiah.
Like 6-0,
Ukiah.
7-0 over there or something.
oh man, dude, I was first time. Okay, actually,
Is it a common sport over there, or
there was like 3 courts
Oh yeah,
total?
pros. There.
total.
Like in the entire
and
city?
there were tennis converted courts.
Okay.
You know those tennis nets.
Yeah.
And then like where you need have you played on tennis? Have you played on pickleball courts where the net's the tennis net?
Oh no, it's like so it's higher.
It's higher, and when the ball goes out, you're gonna chase that ball to the back of the tennis court.
So that's what you were doing.
Well, you know what we do? We carry like 6 balls in our pockets.
Okay.
Every time we serve, we carry like 6 balls.
So they use the tennis net.
The tennis net.
So is it like a big thing out there, or did you just have some friends, or like how did that happen, and when did that happen? So how long ago was that?
Wow. I mean, probably like 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
So I was so first time I played pickleball was in Seattle. Somebody had a mini tournament in like a barbecue. I lost that tournament. It's like, fuck this shit. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm done, man. I lost it to a good buddy of mine. Okay, this guy Raman Narayanan. So I was a squash player, and I played squash when I was college kid for Singapore and stuff like that. So I'm pretty decent at squash. So then some guy was like, he can't be in squash. He's gonna start a pickleball tournament. I was like, okay, let's go. Played that pickleball tournament. I lost. After that, I was like, this game's dumb. I'm like, stupid. The lines are dumb. The rules are dumb. Bats like freaking wiffle ball and the wooden bat. So I was like, I left it. I ended up in Ukiah like 4 or 5 years later. Nothing to do around there. I drive by and I recognize the bat. Bunch of 60-year-old guys were holding the bat. I was like, I can take them on. I'm not gonna lose to these guys. So I asked them, I recognized, and I said, hey, where's the pickleball bat? And then they said they play, and they said, come tomorrow morning to these tennis courts. I showed up. Next day, I got whooped by like a 7-year-old lady. Dude, friend's out there. She's not gonna listen to this because she's like 70. She probably doesn't watch YouTube. Maybe she does. I don't know. But she had this like top spin forehand that would like kill me. She like throw her body into it and like crush it like Anna Lee Waters style. This 7-year-old Hawaiian lady, Anna Lee Waters like top spin it and like I couldn't get it back.
Yeah. I feel like all of us have had that experience.
Beaten up by like a
Yeah.
This is legit. This is really how it is.
Getting like destroyed by 60-plus-year-olds.
Yes.
And like it's not even like it was a close game. No, like
No.
11-0 bagel.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
humble.
It's
bagel.
normal for them.
Yeah.
I don't get bageled often if I play. But I remember my bagels though.
And there's a lot
Every one of them.
Oh, 100%.
Was it-
100%.
Was it DB pickleball?
No, dude, DB's not bageled me. He did beat me a tournament. We'll go to that story later. But no, I remember every single bagel, dude.
Okay.
The ones I give out, I don't remember.
What was
I
the
give out
first?
too many.
What was the first? Do you remember your first one?
Oh man.
You're like, or what was the most memorable bagel that you got?
Oh yeah.
You received?
Wow. Dang, now this is bringing back emotions. Mitchell Park, I think.
Uh-huh.
I think I was with my buddy. Oh, this guy Ron Zhao. He's there all the time. DB knows him. He's like an old school guy. We go back and forth. We shit talk all the time. He's like just a respectable, older Chinese guy. And he really, he's really like stern and everything. So, but one thing I like to do is I like to shit talk people a lot.
Yeah.
I like to like
Like get in their heads.
definitely. I mean, it's part of the game. Actually, we're so
Yeah.
close to each other.
Yeah.
So I was giving him the shittiest talk or something like that. Next game, like he just like, I don't know what, he went hard and then he bageled me and I was like, dang, okay.
Got humbled real quick.
I don't know about humble. I'm not that humble. But I remember that one. That
Okay.
one was a tough one.
Interesting.
I do remember, I think everyone has a story where they're ahead. Like you're up 10-0,
Oh yes.
and then something flips, like you go easy, and then people come back.
I've actually never had that happen. to
never
me.
had that
No,
happen to you?
not a 10-0 like reverse. I've had like 9-1, but I've never had a 10-0 reverse to a
Wow.
win.
I definitely had those. Yeah.
A 10-0 reverse?
It really teaches you the ego,
Yeah.
right? And I stick by this. I don't, no matter what level you are, I think you should play the same game. I think you should be clear at the beginning with the person if like, level, like, I'm low, you want to split up, and they don't, and then they're clear. You're clear with them with your intentions and your level, and I think you should just play the same game because you're you're training them, and
100%.
it's ego. I feel like a long way if you're honest with your game throughout from beginning to end, you would be successful.
Maybe not like full on smashing though.
Yeah, no,
like
that's
because they're
you can
probably
win without smashing.
yeah. I mean, maybe practicing your drops and doing that type of thing, but
Just
yeah.
body bag them, man.
Damn.
Just teach them a lesson first
And make
day.
sure we
Yeah.
got 2 rules. We go hard at each other, and we don't lose the visitors.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
okay. So no visiting team walks
we're
away
not-
unscathed.
No, man. If they won't come back then.
That's
Right.
true.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
true. You gotta
lose-
give them a reason to come back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling you, you want to run a park. Here's what you need to tell your boys: don't lose the visitors. Because if they win, are they gonna come back? Hell no.
All right, you heard it. You hear yourself, Mayor of Mitchell Park. Here's how he gets people to keep going back as he be bottom bagging people.
100%, man. First shot.
Damn.
I love it.
You know what nasty Nelson is?
Yes.
Oh man, go
Every time?
easy. No, I can't do it every time. There's skill behind it though. Dude, DB got me like 3 weeks ago on it.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah, of course on purpose. Accidental. What's an accidental nasty Nelson?
I don't know. All right. Well, going back to your background,
Yeah.
right? You kind of said earlier you play squash.
Yeah,
Forgive my ignorance.
yeah.
What the hell is
Oh
squash?
man.
Yeah, what's squash?
Like-
I've heard of
Vegetable.
it.
I know
don't
I've
even
heard
what
of it, and I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah,
But
it's-
can you explain it? And
but
yeah,
that's what it's got. It's like racquetball, but the ball doesn't bounce unless it's hot. And it's like it's in an enclosed space.
okay.
And then it's like maybe like a kind of like a racket looks like a badminton, and then the ball's kind of squishy.
Okay. And is it? You said it's an enclosed space. How big is it? The same size as a pickleball court?
So
Or?
technically, it's a foot narrower than a racquetball, a foot wider than a racquetball court, and then maybe like I don't know. I'm probably butchering it, but like 5 or 6 feet longer, shorter than a racquetball court, and then you can't hit the ceiling in a racquetball court.
Oh, okay. And is it usually done singles?
Yeah, singles. There's
singles ball.
doubles, but it's not as popular.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's kind of flipped, right? Pickleball, most
Yeah.
people play doubles, and then singles like not as popular, I guess.
Yeah, but I hate that. I mean, I don't know. I should tell my friends. I don't know. Here's a few reasons why. It's like a rich kind of like Ivy League, lawyer, doctors kind of sport.
Wait, why though? Is it because of the space? Does it cost money, or is it just that's what they fall into?
I think it's a space and it costs money.
Yeah.
And then it's done by the British, long back in the day in like colonial times or something, and then it's spread throughout the world.
But the transition was it easy from squash to pickleball? Like, well, not necessarily easy, but like, what difference you'd say, like,
Yeah.
with your game, like what helped you? What certain shots kind of?
So I think the hand speed is what it comes naturally. Like I'm used to. So because of squash, you can hit a ball against a wall,
Yeah.
and that wall is pretty close, so I can like hit it.
Oh,
And so and also like body bags are like it's like as if
Yeah.
I'm aiming for the wall, right? Like there's a body in front of that. You flick it, and so that flick comes on naturally.
Ah.
We slice a lot, so but top spin comes very unnatural for me. That took me a long time.
the top spin.
So the hand speed and the coordination.
Coordination.
How is the ball like the same size as?
probably like a ping pong ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely don't know what squash is because I
Yeah.
thought it was like a tennis ball size.
And
So-
it's moving faster, huh? Does it move faster?
When
or
the ball's
slower?
hot, it moves fast.
Oh,
what do you mean by hot?
So
Like literally temperature hot?
because when you hit it, it gets hotter and hotter.
Really?
Yeah. So like when you first like say you're a noob or a newbie, and you're like I don't know maybe like a 2.5 or 3.0, yeah, the ball doesn't bounce. But when you get to a high level, like we hit the snot out of the ball, and then the ball gets super hot and it's like just flying.
Interesting.
Plus, here's the other thing. So there's two reasons why I don't know the sport's not as interesting to me. No. One, it's like it's kind of tiring. You can't play more than an hour. You get like tired because you're running around a lot, and you can't shit talk. There's no shit like there is no trash talking in squash. Because here's the reason why you're right next to the person right here, and like if I swing, I could hit you.
oh,
So there's you, and then plus it's super taboo to like body bag your opponent.
Oh, really?
Like literally, I've only been body bagged twice in my life in squash, and that person profoundly apologized to me.
Yeah. It's like,
It's like a taboo
what would be like the equivalent on the pickleball court? Is there an equivalent? Probably not.
of
Of that taboo.
taboo.
Probably nothing, right? I don't even know.
I feel like extreme hooking people. So like everyone who knows me, like I'm all in like playing the game and the meta game, like the mental game, and getting people's head. But like hooking people badly on calls, I feel like that's bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think what you should do is you should if it's out and okay, let's say you hooked them or something just because you didn't see it or whatever. And then after the fact, somebody said, hey man, you know what? I really saw it out. If you realize that you hooked it, then you should probably say, hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
really want it. Like just don't hook people. That's all.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
feel like it happens a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I'm all for like shit talking, getting people's face, yelling, like, yeah, let's go.
But we want to play a fair game though.
A
DB's
fair
like that
game.
too. The fire mentality.
Dude, DB is a rock.
Yes.
That's why he's so good.
Yes. See, you need that.
You need that.
love it.
You need to be a dog, man.
Dog
Get out there.
mentality. Xander too is like that.
Xander's big
Dog
time.
mentality. Man, you
Yeah.
gotta want it.
So then squash in Singapore.
Yeah.
So you're born and raised in Singapore.
Yeah.
I have to ask you. I heard earlier you said bat.
Bat.
So a paddle is a bat.
Oh, paddle. Like, yeah.
Okay, I was confused for a second.
I don't know. I don't know why I said bat. I said because like it felt kind of it didn't feel like respectable equipment. Pickleball. It felt like, what is this thing here? Like wood thing?
this little cardboard
Who
piece.
hits like why is this a sport? Like you think this is a sport? Like who does that?
Yeah.
And a wiffle ball and it bounces funny. By the way, that first time I played was on a sloped court in a driveway.
How is that even? That doesn't even make sense.
The dude chalked up the lines.
But like, how do you even play? Like the ball's clearly going.
That's why I lost.
Okay, so
I'm kidding. I'm terrible. I have excuses up the wall.
it's all good. It's all good. Hey, mayor, right?
I
Excuses.
don't know what mayor. That's the only thing. Because now the real mayor of Palo Alto came to play with us.
I mean, he
So-
could. You know, let's see you out there, Mayor of Palo Alto.
Yeah, I like to say maybe you call it like I like Mitchell Park to be called the place where people come in and find who they are. You know, like find where you're at. Like you
Yes.
go. Here's what okay, just a little. I'm gonna go on a bit of a diatribe or something. But you know how people are scared to come to Mitchell because they're like, damn, I don't want to play with the advanced players. You know, you're like, shit. Here's why I challenge people: go to the advanced players and paddle down there. Because you know what? And then challenge them. Because you want to look for the best chord you can find and be like, you know what? And even though, people like, okay, like some me or other people might give you a stink eye. You're like, what are you doing there? Like, man, especially if you've got like, I don't know, like, your Amazon special paddle and like, your Converse shoes. And we're like, dude, come on, man. Can you play? So, but get in there and be like, you know what? I can play. I'm going to own you. Because you know what we do is advanced players, they want to find better players. And the way you get better is by challenging them. And then they know, dang, this guy wants to fight. He wants to go hard. And when you get in there, go hard at them. Like fight your life for the ball. Fight your life for the game. And these advanced players, we will see it. We'll see the fire in you. And we'll be like, dang, this guy wants it. Oh man, he's got potential. That's what I like that's what I want Mitchell to be known for. Like you go in there and you fight. You know what?
True.
That's a
Sorry, a bit of a...
No, that's cool.
That is true.
That's a great
felt that, I'll admit that.
great mindset and a great way to have it and a great idea for that park. You know, just to make that park. That's kind of what it's known for.
Yeah.
It's for people to come in, try their best, play against difficult opponents.
Yeah.
And kind of like, I don't know, I always relate everything to games because I'm a gamer. But kind of like, when you have a Pokemon, you're leveling up your Pokemon and you're trying to, get them to the next level, but your EXP is going slow. You want to make big chunks in your EXP, right? How do you do that? You got to fight the harder Pokemon.
Yeah, you have to, regardless. Win
That's
or
it.
lose.
Yeah,
Dang.
win or lose.
You won't know until you go. So
Yeah.
like,
I'm not a Pokemon person, but like, I get
Makes
it.
sense,
That
right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So then going back to your roots, Singapore, squash, you started pickleball here. When was that moment for you where you're like, this is it? Like, I really want to put some time, dedication, get really good at this. When was that moment for you? Do you remember the place, the location, the time, where you were, like what you were doing in life? Or
Wow.
was there anything specific that you remember for you for that moment?
I think it was a slow roll. I think it was I just got like yeah, it's small town. You get better and better. You get you play people. You see people get better and better, and then you do your first tournament, right? And you get out there and you're like, you really realize like who you are, or like like that adrenaline. I think we all competed. Like you competed in games, video games and stuff. Dude, you're an athlete. You probably did freaking everything. Jamie, I mean, you probably crushed people in like UFC or something. So anyway, that adrenaline rush of fighting hard or being the best you can, what you want to do. So here, I just want to step back a bit. For example, in Mitchell Park, even though I say want people to challenge themselves, I don't expect everyone to be like a pro player or like a
Right
504.
off the bat, yeah.
But I don't think everyone's full potential is even getting there. I just want everyone to be the best they can be. And to me, it could be like, okay, maybe like someone like JT, dude, you should be like, the best you can be, I'm going to be frank here, is pro. Because you're an athlete, man. You got the fire and everything. I want to see you challenging Ben John sooner or later. Like that's what I have for you, my ambition for you. But to be frank, there's some people like, let's say a guy's like coming off like just some recovery or something like that. They may not be able to get and play like you Ben Johns or something. They could be like a really good win a 3-5 or 4 tournament.
Yeah.
I think the what really drove me was like that adrenaline rush and like how far can I push myself? How far can I train? How far can I get there? That's what clicked when I started doing tournaments.
So it was like your first tournament.
Yeah.
And you were in that environment, that environment of competition, of winner takes all, of I'm playing to actually win, not playing to get better.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
But the goal is to win, and that's like you're in an environment where other people are thinking the same thing, right? So it's kind of like you're drinking this Kool-Aid of a winning mentality.
Yeah.
And that exposure to that is what hooked you.
Yeah.
So would you say your first tournament, that's kind of the starting point?
I was nervous as
Where
shit,
was it at?
Concord, Willow Pass Park in oh wait, no, it was in Ukiah actually.
Oh,
It was a tournament in Ukiah.
okay.
And,
In Ukiah.
and
On the 3 courts.
on the 3 courts, it was. There was a barbecue throughout the day. And we all knew each other. And
Love
that
it.
that 7-year-old lady didn't play though.
Otherwise,
She
otherwise she
crushed
would
it.
have won, right?
She would have crushed it.
Okay.
Last minute partner or something like that. I went it, and I just remember we won it in the end, by the way, or something by luck.
Gold?
We got gold. Yeah, but that's like I don't know. It's like 6 people in the round or something.
Yeah.
The win helped too. But I just remember that adrenaline rush and be like, oh, and I have another thing. Okay, I can go on this thing between like pickleball is special in that you have a partner. By the way, I hate singles. Ask DB. I've done one singles tournament in my life, and I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Never again. First of all, you can't trash talk people. But second of all, you don't have a partner to enjoy that win with.
Yeah, that is true.
I think in pickleball, the best part about it is like the best teams is you're not doing it for you, but you're doing it for you and your partner.
Yeah.
And winning it together, that experience of like, it's just you and your buddy
Yeah.
in that fight together. You can't experience that anywhere else.
And I love that because it's all about syncing with your partner.
Yeah.
Like you could be the best player, but
Yep.
if you don't have a rhythm or like you're not in sync with your partner, it just doesn't work.
No.
You know? And that's even more amplified with the fact that you're playing with randoms a lot of the time. Right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like this interesting like almost like a speed dating thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like jumping in
Yep.
and trying them out and
Yep.
like feeling what makes
Yep.
what feels what feels right and
Yeah.
then feels what doesn't feel right, and then you're just trying to feel this engagement together, and what hopefully turns into a win or at least a better understanding of that partner. And it's good because you're just doing that over and over and over again with new people.
Yeah.
And like, you just don't get to do that
No.
nowadays. With everyone's on their phones, everyone's, when you if you're on like public transportation, you're like to yourself.
100%.
You're just kind of like in your own world now with technology, and technology is great. There's a lot
Yep.
of really good benefits to it, but I feel like the one thing that pickleball is doing is that.
Yes.
And it reminds me so much, and again, going back
I
to
agree.
this gamer thing, right? But it reminds me so much. I don't know if the listeners out there, if anyone played Pokemon Go when it first came out. Did you play Pokemon Go?
Is that the one where you go around
Yeah.
and you find Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did it once.
Okay, you did it once, but I
it
remember
or twice,
this.
yeah.
I remember this vividly. So when it first came out, right? I swear to you, every freaking park that you can go to
Oh, yeah.
was packed, full of people.
Yeah.
And they're just
remember
running
that. I
around
remember
and
that.
like you're meeting new people, you're saying what's
Yeah.
up, and you're training Pokemon. There's like a what do you call it? Like a people connectivity to
Yeah.
it. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening with pickleball right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really nice to be a part of that and hopefully be an influencer in that through this podcast.
That's what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
That's what I
so
agree.
that's what we're trying to do. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just trying to influence the space and just bring back that human connection.
Yeah.
I feel like,
is really what it is.
You
like-
know, sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
Go,
you-
JT,
you-
go ahead,
oh,
go, dude.
I feel like most people are like they're like, oh, I gotta play with the better guy.
Nah.
I gotta play with the better guy to win games. But it's not like that.
No.
It's how you guys connect on the court and off the
Yes.
court. I feel like you can
Yes.
empower any level to play at any
Let's
level.
go, baby. Let's go.
I
Yeah.
feel like you could do that at any level. But like, let's say you're trying to play at the 5 level, right? And you know, there's a thing that I learned. You also want to play with someone that has a similar fight mentality as you, right?
Yeah,
You hang with the same people
definitely.
who want it, right? And
Please.
you got you know that's you try to surround yourself around that. And I
Please.
feel like if I had a friend, like a best friend, it's like we're growing together. We have the same
Yeah.
goal in mind, and that's how you be like successful. But I feel like any person, any level, it's not always about playing with the best person.
No.
Definitely not.
Same goal mentality, and mental
And synchronizing.
synchronizing.
100%.
Yeah, rhythm.
100%.
Rhythm.
Dude,
rhythm.
there's no perfect partner.
Yeah.
There's perfect partnerships.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
That's what I tell people all
No
the time.
perfect partner. Perfect.
Partnerships.
Ah, I
Dude,
love that
man.
one.
Tattoo, baby. Sorry, my wife, Alina. Well, that's for you too. No perfect partnership.
We might need to throw that on a shirt. Happy Dinker. You know, no perfect partner, only perfect partnerships.
No, that's actually a good one.
I love that one. That's a good one. All right. So next question I got for you.
We're going right into it.
I'm going right into
Let's
it.
go.
Next question I got for you.
Yes, sir. Oh, okay.
What is a common misconception of pickleball
Wow.
that you want to dispel?
There's a ton, but the one I really think is like people always like slow it down, you know, and like be patient. I don't know whether that wins 5-0 games or big tournaments or tournaments at all.
Yeah.
Well, look, people are gonna hate on you in this, but I think you got to. So let's just the matter is you got to fight for what you want, and like you got to bring it to them. Don't play not to lose, but play to win. And with that means like look for the attack, look
Yeah.
to be aggressive, go out there and like play your game.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because one thing that I forgot who told me, but early on in my pickleball journey, someone told me I would rather you go for the slam and miss it
Yeah,
than just to dodge it
Yeah.
and be scared.
yeah,
You know, so I like that. It's like that mentality of just getting what you want
yeah.
and go after it.
In life,
Yeah.
and pickleball, that's exactly it too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so if you're gonna, that's for me. Like, if I look for a partner, I want the partner to be like, let's just go for it, let's do it. Here's the thing: when you're up in a tournament, finals. Okay, I've been there in the finals. You gotta pull that shot. That whole. Here's what I always tell people: the first few points are like a feeler, like that. 5, 6. So game 11, right? 5, 6, 7. You're still 1, 2, 3. You're sort of feeling it out. You can almost like test it a bit. You're like sort of making investments here. Like, hey, does he have a backhand? If he doesn't, just yell at him. You don't have a backhand, hit his backhand, something like that. Does he not? Like, see, hit him in the chest. Put a hole in his chest.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 is where now the game's really played.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, now we know what I know, what you know, that I know that you know. We're making our adjustments here.
Chess match.
Chess match.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11. Those are the hardest fucking points to win.
Because everyone's kind of adjusted at that point.
Everyone's adjusted and everyone's fighting.
Yeah.
Finals, JT, one day you're going to be PPA finals against Ben and Colin Johns. Let me tell you a game plan. 8, 9, 10, and 11. 8, 9, go for it. Big ass serve. Go for it. Shake and bake. Drive it at them. Run your shot. Put a hole in the chest if you can. 9, 10, 11, yeah, maybe slow it down. 9, 10, 9 or 9, slow it down a bit. But the first opportunity, flick it at them. Go at them. 10 and 11 is the hardest points to win in the tournament. The hardest points. Here's the mentality you want. You want to think in order to get 10, 11, what shot is going to win me the cover of ESPN or Sports Illustrated? It's going to get me on that cover of Sports Illustrated. I'm going to go big or go home. You know what DB Pickleball does? He jumps for the Ernie. He goes for
That's
it.
crazy. Yeah.
Yes.
And
He got that dog.
you think that people think, damn, why is he going crazy on it? When you're at 10 or 11, you want to just go big or go home. You're like, you know what? I'm going on that shot that's going to get me top 10 on ESPN down there. Why? Because you're like, this is me. This is my game. I own this game. I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to win this game.
Man, I love it.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I love
that's
it.
exactly it.
I love it.
That's exactly it.
It's like
Gotta
the
want it.
game's on the line. It's a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
You have 2 minutes left.
Yep.
Crunch time. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do with the rock?
Who wants it more?
Yeah.
Who wants it more? And I know playing scared is not going to do anything.
No.
I tell you, right? So it's how badly you want it, right? And it's going to determine who's going to be victor at the end. And you're not going to know unless you do it, right? So like people are scared of missing, scared of the net, scared of losing, but the game
Scared
is not
in
over
general.
yet until it's over. So
No.
you just do it, and even if you lose, you went with the shot. That's what someone told me. Which really broke. I was very nervous on it was my first 405 ladder, and I didn't even join it. Like I didn't join it, and I mentioned
showed
this on the
up. I
podcast.
love it.
I was there at the hub. David was in there, and I was like, and then someone went up to me. They were like, JT, you want to join the 4045 ladder?
Yes,
I
sir.
was like, I don't know if I'm that level yet.
yeah, you are.
And then he was like, don't worry, just play.
Just
And I
play.
was like, I didn't know my partner, and then so I played with a random guy there, and I'm nervous at the time. I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm this level, right? And then, I was playing scared at the
Yeah.
beginning, and I started speeding it up.
Yeah.
And I started I missed a couple, and then I was
Doesn't matter.
like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry. And he's like, no, play your game.
Oh, that's a good partner.
Make it or miss it. Play the game
Mm-hmm.
you want to play, and that's the game I want. It's like I want it more than you. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
So I started doing that, dude. We only lost like one game.
Oh, hell
Yeah, like
dude,
and I was
that's
like,
sick.
I was like, I had that mentality. I was like, I belong here.
You
right?
belong
I
here.
belong. This is my, and I belong here, and I'm gonna shoot for the stars. And I'm like, after he told me that, it's like it's all mental. You kind of set yourself. Everyone's setting themselves less than their actual
Yes.
potential, and that's not the thing. Everyone thinks, oh, I can't go pro, but
You
try to
can.
be the best version of yourself, and
Yes.
people don't realize there is a better version of yourself. right?
Yep.
Not better version than I'm better than this guy.
No,
Better than
no
this guy.
comparison.
Better version of yourself.
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't know that until you actually go and put in the work, right?
It's like a muscle, right? You when you go to the gym,
Yep.
you're not doing the easy,
No.
You're always
the lightweight. You're doing the weight that's gonna challenge you
Yeah.
and make you put your all into it.
Yeah.
Right. And so the way that I'm correlating your message here is when the game's on the line, like you got to give it 110, 150,
Yes.
200%
Yeah.
of your energy and just take what's yours.
Yes. I always think like, what is the shot that's gonna put you on ESPN top 10? Hey, you know what? They're gonna clip it and it'd be like, that's my highlight reel. Think of that. Cause then you're just gonna go big. You're gonna go for it. Like you're gonna fight for every single point. You're gonna be like, I'm not going down without a fight, and I'm
Yeah.
going to fight. I'm gonna bring the game to you.
Mm.
The other thing I say is you got a partner, like high five the shit out of your partner. Chest bump, boom.
Energy.
Energy, keep it up. Do not let that energy down. Especially at 9, 10, 11. You watch DB Pickleball. I'm a big fan of that. My buddy DB. Like he will go high and he's only going to raise it up higher. By the way, even if it's like 10-1, he's winning 10-1, you got to bring it down. You got to shut the door on them.
Yeah. Just forget it.
It's out of respect, actually.
I'm not giving you any bit.
I'm not walking off the court knowing that I didn't do the shot that I wanted to do.
Yes.
Walk off that court. Even if you miss it, you did the shot that you were thinking of, and
Yeah.
you went with it,
Yeah.
and you played your maximum. You're
Yeah.
not playing 80%. You played your 110%.
Yeah.
And win or lose, just know you
Love
walked
it.
off that court. You put your 110% effort in. and
Yeah.
You be proud and you'll progress. I feel. Oh man.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. I got one last question for you and we'll wrap it up. What message do you have for our listeners, for players that are newer, for players that have been playing the game but maybe are struggling to progress and advance, and for those that don't play the game at all? What message do you have for them?
Wow. Like what message?
There doesn't have to be one, it could be several, but there's a lot of people on that list. What messages do you have for those people?
I think there's one. Find your group. Find your is the word tribe, is that too terrible? I don't know.
No, that's a great word.
Yeah.
Find your tribe. Yeah.
Because find people who are going to push you further and you want what you want. I think that's very important. It's easy in pickleball because you can. There's so many different types of people around.
Yes.
And when you find that group, it's beautiful because you're supporting each other. And one other thing is these groups change, by the way. It's not something like you're not stuck with these groups forever. You can be one group, okay, great, you know, and then now you're like progressing. Maybe you find a new job, you move to another location, or like, yeah, you know what, and you do it. But wherever you're at, you can't win a war or battle by yourself. You need to find other people around you and support you and get better together. And part of the reasons why you need to find partners, by the way.
Yeah.
So like that's a big thing. And you need, and the biggest thing I tell people is find a partner you want to play with. Like it's almost stupid to be like, well, I didn't really want to play with that partner and I played with him and then I hurt him or her and I lost. And it's like, well, why did you sign up? You had a choice. Find that group of people or that partner that you want to play with. So by the way, I have this whole thing on partnerships. Finding a partner, it's not the tournament itself, but I actually think the training before that is the most important part.
Yeah.
So you must want to find people that you want to train with and you want to go with and form your tribe that will push you to the next level.
It's always a practice before the performance.
That's
right?
exactly right. And you have this, in pickleball, like you talked about, this speed dating or this community you have or what you guys are building at Happy Dinker, you can build this tribe. You can build this community around you. You can form these relationships and be like, yeah, support each other and bring you to the next level. And I think to me, that's the most important. And that game becomes super fun then.
That's insane that you were able to answer all those different groups in one answer. Because I mean,
yes.
if you think about it, that applies to everyone, right?
Yes.
Because if you're a struggling player that's
Yep.
trying to get better, find your tribe.
Yeah.
If you're a new player, find your tribe. If you're someone that hasn't played the game yet,
Find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
Find your
Friends.
tribe.
You want to just make friends and positive people?
Yeah.
Find your tribe.
That's it.
Like
That's
I
it.
did. Like
So-
I found Cesar and Josh, you know, so find your tribe. Yeah.
Insane. So you heard it here yourself
Man.
from the mayor
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
of Mitchell Park.
Oh, man. Yes, sir.
If DB is the quadfather,
Oh, I don't
are
know.
you the godfather?
Oh,
no.
Hold
yeah.
Oh, man.
The
I don't
god,
know.
the
Wow.
godfather of Mitchell
Oh,
Park,
man.
Damn.
the Bay Area legend himself.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I want to thank everyone
Thank you,
for
everybody.
listening in. Thank you, Justin,
Thank you, sir.
for
Thank you,
hopping
guys.
on.
I really appreciate it.
Appreciate all your
Thank you so much.
positive energy, but
you.
we would love to have you on again in the future.
Oh,
Yes,
but,
please.
it's been an honor and a privilege to be here. I love what you guys are doing, and I support you guys full-heartedly.
Oh, thank you
Thanks
so
so
much,
much.
man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you. Love
listening.
you
guys.
Peace out.
Got this, shorty.
Okay, yes.
Hey, yeah, check. Baby, I ain't wanna lie. I've been feeling on your vibe. Baby, hotter than July. We be outside. Get it on like 5. Wanna take a deep dive. Diving in your zone. Shorty like a Love Jones. Sipping on Perrier. Higher than a drone. Baby, wanna get it on. Baby, we could get it. But I gotta mention that all your sexual tension, yeah. Shorty got